This podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto. Corky's Pest Control. And Lolita's Family of Restaurants.
Welcome to Canyonside Baseball and Softball Academy, where what do you guys do here, Coach David Ring?
We make hitters.
And?
We make very, very poor choices in who's going to win playoff games.
I'm Tommy Morris. He's Christian Pedersen, as just mentioned, Coach David Ring. This is a Division II playoff podcast. It's the second one we've done this playoffs. Please watch all of our other divisions because they're all awesome and you'll learn something.
It's baseball. How can you not love it?
And it's baseball. That's actually 100% correct. We're going to jump right into these games. First one is Ramona at San Marcos. Christian, I think I know who you're going to pick.
I am going to pick San Marcos. I know that they had a little bit of a scare against Mission Hills, but that game to me is not indicative of anything because that game is rivalry city. Like, that is two schools that wanted each other in the playoffs more than maybe any other two schools in the entire county. Mm-hmm. So that's one of those, you just kind of got to throw it out the window. Right. That is not, to me, a blip on the radar of, I should start to be worried about San Marcos. I think that, if anything, says this team is extra ready to handle any situation that's thrown their way. I'm staying with San Marcos.
Ramona hasn't seen any team with the power of San Marcos. I think that despite being an outstanding team this year, this is where Ramona's going to see a game that they're going to have trouble. You're going to see some pitching where they're going to have trouble. And they're going to probably get shut down, is my guess.
I'll kind of go opposite of you. I'm going to say that both these offenses are going to show up. We'll have a pretty high scoring affair. I can see, like a 9-5 type of win for San Marcos.
So you're throwing that game out the window. I'm not. I'm going to throw it at the wall because it's staying in the room. Can we do an upset alarm noise? Ramona wins this game. Calling it right now. Ramona put up 15 runs versus Point Loma their last game. 2 home runs for Bryce Rowe. Way to swing the bat, young man. I'm telling you, the kids can hit.
Long ball.
Ramona can hit. It happens to them all the time. They're so far out away from the other schools, we don't really see them that much. And then when they show up, you're like, whoa, okay, these guys can play. It happens in every sport. I'm picking Ramona in this game. Upset alert. Next game in the winner's bracket, Montgomery traveling to Santana. Dave, you go first this time.
This is a fun game for me.
Oh, man, this is a great game.
I think two teams that don't normally play against each other. This is like the battle of the World Series, teams that hardly ever play. I see Montgomery sneaking this one out for some reason. I have a feeling that Montgomery is going to pitch really, really well in a playoff setting. This kind of happened in the Open Division where we saw it was a high pressure pack game. 2 really good pitchers going at each other, and there was only 3 runs scored in 10 innings. I'm talking about the Eastlake game. So I'm seeing that's going to happen in this game. This is going to be a tight game. 2-1 Montgomery.
This game, I'm really glad you brought up how awesome of a matchup this one is, because not only are these two teams that really don't see each other in any sort of regular season context, these are two teams that in their route to get here both played crazy tough schedules with crazy good results. Santana playing Helix, playing Granite Hills, being league. They were a force out there in the Grossmont Valley League. Montgomery plays a non-league against Cathedral, plays them tight, plays some other really quality D1 games. So both of these teams are beyond tested, and they are ready to bring it. Santana really boat raced in that last round, so their offense is clicking. I got to think that no matter who you pick in this one, they're going to see each other again in 2 days, or in two rounds. So I'll say Santana wins this one. I think that without Jose Cerda going a whole game, Montgomery's a little bit vulnerable. So I say Santana pulls out this one with the caveat of probably Montgomery wins the next one. But really, honestly, this is a coin flip of a game.
I'm going to agree with you, Christian. I'm going to go Santana. 13-0 win against Steel Canyon in the first round. They're coming in hot.
Yeah, can we give a shout out to Steel Canyon for murking Westview? Oh, boy, bud.
Yeah, right?
Wow, okay. All right, so we'll go to the one-loss bracket because we don't say losers bracket here. We're very politically correct. We've got Point Loma traveling to Mission Hills. I will go first. I will take Mission Hills. They were beating San Marcos into the 5th inning. Almost had it. I know it's a rivalry game, whatever you can call it, but that's a great sign for me from them. On the flip side, Point Loma lost by 15. So I like Mission Hills.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. Point Loma not only lost on the field, but they kind of lost off the field. There was some other shenanigans going on in that game, and I think that they've kind of lost a little bit of operational focus in the playoffs. The last thing you need is your coach getting after it with fans or players getting distracted, and it all led to a very bad game. So part of me says that Point Loma might just do the let's flush that one out and move on, but you're talking about two teams that are riding exact opposite waves of momentum right now. Mission Hills is gonna have the hot hand going into this one, so I say they'll win.
I agree. Trevor Davis is going to lead Mission Hills to the victory here. After playing that rivalry game, they're still amped up.
Yep.
Still going to be in there in a tight game. It's going to be close, but I have a feeling Mission Hill is going to edge it out.
Last game in the one-loss bracket, it is Steel Canyon going to Otay Ranch. Who would like to go first in this one?
Oh, Steel Canyon, baby. Both of these teams, I think, are not teams that we would identify as, oh, that is a team that is ready to steamroll some people. So when you have teams like that, you kind of see them rise to the occasion of different people save them every game. And I think Steel Canyon has just a little bit more options in terms of who can pull out a W for them than Otay Ranch does.
Otay Ranch got a guy by the name of Randy Abshire that I completely forgot about. He was going to start in the first game, and I have a feeling he's going to get some innings in this game, and that guy's unhittable. So I'm going to take Otay Ranch, pending he's on the mound. But that's my guess. I'm going to say he's on the mound. They can't lose this game.
I'm going to take them either way. I'll take Otay in this one, and that'll do it for this division.
Division 2.
Division 2. Remember to watch all the other divisions. Remember to tweet at me, Real Time Morris, Christian, Mr. CPAD, and David.
At David Ring 4.
At David Ring 4. And let us know what you
Monday.
think. Yep. See you on Monday.